Hi everyone, back again. Time to unpack these Balfouri and Tigranoacelli from earlier, and also the Neoholophili Inci, and the one Ceratogyrus marshalli. So let's get started. I've got everything ready now. As you can see here, I've got my table set up, and I have all these containers that I never used from the last time, so that's what I'm going to be using for now. I need, let's see, 12 for the NC, there's 3 there, and then 20 for the Balfouri, and then I have 5 of those containers on the floor I have 4 filled, but I need to make 5 of them. So bear with me, I'm almost there, guys. This will not take long. Just gonna set up these containers here. Okay, they're all in line. I have them already prepared with substrate, but I needed to actually get them where I need them to work with. Those. And these. My table is getting kind of full, so I'm having less room for stuff. But we'll make it work somehow, as we always do. Alright. I'm just going to move these Balfouri over here. This way more. That way I have a little bit more room to work with. Lids are always falling on me. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do a communal for the Balfouri or not, so I'm going to put them, probably 2 or 3 of them together, just to see how they react with each other, and if they seem okay, then I'll probably put them together, the 10 of them. Alright, so this is the first Neoholophili Inci. He just moved down into the paper, so he's okay. But just so you guys can see a little bit, I'll pull this one out. Oh, there he went. So he's right in here. You can see him right there, a little bit, next to the capsule. I'm not going to show you guys each one or take each one out because I really don't want to lose these guys, but just to show you what one of them looked like. Neoholophili Inci, they're a dwarf species. I usually just let them come out on their own, that way they don't end up running everywhere. So far that's 3 alive, that's good. Oh, this one came out. You can see him just over here a little bit. Not the best view, but you see him. This one, they're all trying to come out now. Whoops. That one ended up going somewhere, but I have a catch cup here, so that'll work. Come here with me. These guys are so flighty as slings. You can hear my cats in the background playing with the dog or slightly fighting with the dog. Come on, guy. There we go. Alright, now go down. Go on. There we go. It's always good to have little catch cups around for when you're dealing with little tiny slings like that. That one's gonna go there. This one too wants to come out. This one's on my finger now. No, it's not where you belong. Come here. So for those of you who say, oh, you shouldn't handle your tarantulas, it stresses them out. Well, it's kind of hard to avoid when they run onto your finger like that. And in my opinion, it actually doesn't stress them out, depending on the specimen. There are some, like my Euphalus species red, that every time I open it, she wants to come out right away. I've never seen her eat in the probably year and a half I've had her, because all she's ever doing is trying to get out and walk around when I feed her. Oh, there's another one escaped. I'll just try and get him here. Trick with these guys is you gotta corner them, and then once you corner them, then they usually get it. There you go. It's that easy. Well, if you know what you're doing anyway. Which I do. Most of the time. Yep, that one's alive. Last time I got these in, all of them ended up being dead. I don't know if you guys saw that video, so I got some replacements sent to me. So, it's always good when they decide to replace them. Some people don't offer lag, and some people do, depending on the method of choice, or, you know, some of them are just gonna say, well, you know, not my problem. Most of the time, there's live arrival guarantee, though. But it just depends who you're dealing with, and how long it's in transit for, and all that. If it's in transit 2 or 3 days, which in Canada it is legal to send it by mail, that takes that long. Unlike the US, where USPS is an illegal shipping method, we're actually allowed to send them by mail here. But some people will say, well, if it takes more than 2 or 3 days, I'm not covering it, or if it takes more than 1 day, I'm not covering it. Which they should, but that's the way it is. Alright, free to go. That went pretty quick and easy. I like it when it does that. That guy's alive too. By the way, all the ones that I'm putting in have been alive so far. I'm not going to put a dead tarantula in here. That one's alive. And now time for this one. Yeah, that one's alive too. Woohoo, 12 out of 12. Always a good thing. Alright. Now I'm going to bring out one container for the Marshalli. That's Schlingo you guys hear in the background. Constantly meowing. Wanting attention from everyone. So this is a Ceratogyrus Marshalli. It molted in transit, but that's okay. Or it molted today earlier. Not really sure. And now I'm just going to use my tweezers to get him to come out. Nope, that didn't work, so I'll pull out the paper towel. Oh, he just zoomed here. There he is. Get in there. These things are fast as hell. And he just zoomed out. One thing I hate dealing with is Ceratogyrus. They are always trying to get out. Come on. There we go. Alright, He's alive. Put him over here. Alright, now what I'm going to do is take a container that already has some soil in it, just to see how some of these Balfouri are going to react with each other. And if they don't do too badly, then I'm going to leave them together. I just don't want them to try and attack one another. So, Balfouri number 1. Earlier I checked on these guys and they all seem to look okay, and I do see this one moving, so that's always a good thing. Just waiting to get him. There we go. So this is a sling, Monocentropus balfouri. You can see him right in there. Not quite any blue on him yet, but the color will come eventually. Here he is under the flashlight. So we'll put him in here. And the interesting thing about Monocentropus balfouri is they do tend to be communal. I think it's going to be okay to put them in, but we'll see. And not only that, but the mothers actually, when they hatch, secrete something where they actually require that to be able to survive. So I think this will be okay. They don't seem to be too aggressive to me anyway. I'll put this one in and I'll make sure he goes near the other one just to see that they don't attack each other. Oops, he's already in there. So let's just see what he does when he encounters the other one. These were all sack baits, so they should be okay even though they were shipped separately. I just want to make sure when they go near each other, they'll be okay. No, they seem to be okay. They're not showing any aggression towards each other. Hopefully it remains that way. I will check on these guys daily just to make sure. So that's 2. There's going to be 8 more to go for this batch.